Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another Football Manager video that you guys have been requesting. This one has been heavily requested by you guys, and it's the ultimate scouting guide. But before we get into it, guys, make sure you are leaving a like, make sure you are commenting and subscribing. It does help the algorithm push me out to more people. I do appreciate all the support and all the love from you guys. But let's stop wasting time. We're going to get straight into it, because this one right here is going to be a lengthy video that you guys need to be listening to and taking down notes. You're going to want to refer back to this video many times, so make sure you're saving this one somewhere. But anyways, let's get straight into it right now. So here we are, and for the purpose of this video, we have started a save with Crystal Palace. However, we have fast forwarded into the future, so we are in 2028. We're 5 years into the future, because this is when the regions start popping up and stuff like that. So I've obviously fast forwarded it just to help you guys, to show you guys exactly what the scouting will look like. You can obviously scout for players that are role players, but personally me, I'm usually looking for regions when I'm doing scouting. So I'm going to show you guys what I kind of do. Anyways, guys, first and foremost, something you're going to need to do that I have not actually done in this save is you're going to need to go and check your scouts. Go and get the best scouts possible. And when you are actually looking for scouts, you need to be looking for a few things. So if we click a scout right here, we can see certain things are highlighted. We can see judging player ability, judging player potential, and adaptability. Some of you might think, why do we need adaptability? If you read it right here, it says a high adaptability attribute will enable the staff member to settle quickly in a new country and will also help a little in settling at new clubs and new roles. The faster a staff member can integrate into their new working environment, the quicker and better they can do their job. This does help with the scouting knowledge, because if you are sending a scout to go and scout somewhere and he has no previous knowledge, like you can see over here, then it's very good to have high adaptability, because when they are in that scenario, they are able to adapt to the settings very quickly. So make sure when you are signing your staff members, guys, this is very crucial for this, but make sure that you are actually sorting out the staff members and the scouts, getting the best you can get. So for this save, I actually have not signed any staff members, no scouts, nothing. Everything is just what Crystal Palace have done in 5 years by themselves with the AI. So I wanted to do this so that I could show you guys realistically what type of players we will be finding with basic stuff. Obviously, if you guys improve your stuff, then you're much more inclined to find much better players and a lot more players as well. So first up, what you want to do is head over to scouting. Then once you're there, you want to click recruitment focuses. Then you want to click create recruitment focus, and it'll take you to this exact page. Now I'm going to explain what I do when I get to this page. So first and foremost, when I'm scouting, I'm not looking for a specific player, in my opinion. I'm looking for young players that I can bring into the team, hopefully nurture and sell them for profit, or embed them in the first team eventually. But for me, getting them cheap and selling them on is a win-win in both scenarios for me, if they're in the team or not. So what I will do is, I don't care about the formation I'm actually playing. I'll put any formation, because I'm just looking for players I can bring in and potentially sell or retrain to new positions. So that's what I'll do. So I'll change the tactic to make sure it says any. And then in terms of position, I'm not looking for a specific position like I just said. I am looking for any from any of the position. Now the recruitment name, you can name it whatever you want. Obviously, I have broken down my recruitment into different regions. I try to group the countries together with the countries closer to them, so it makes sense in terms of the scout going from this country to potentially that country or somewhere else. So I've got a long list that I will show you guys where we are scouting, so you can name it kind of how I've named mine when I show you guys. But anyways, you can call this whatever you want, Wonderkid. So then what we'll do is we'll go to transfer type next, and we're kicking that as transfer. We don't want players for transfer or loans. But if you are looking for loans, then maybe you want to do that. But me personally, like I said, I'm looking for young players that I can develop and sell in the future for profits. So now in terms of the minimum current ability, this literally says it sets the minimum evaluated potential ability of a scouted player when compared to players in the current squad. So for that minimum current ability, I will drop that down to 5 grey stars. And then for the minimum potential ability, comparing to players in my squad, I'll change that to 3 stars. So literally, this is the range that I will be looking for players on terms of current ability and their potential at minimum. In terms of the age, we are going with 15 to 23 years old. A lot of you guys might say that 23 is not a wonder kid. Me personally, 24 and below, I don't mind. I'm calling that a wonder kid, really and truly. But it's up to you guys what you do. Then in terms of the priority, we'll obviously keep that to ongoing. Obviously, the areas basically show you different ways you can scout or different regions you can scout in. So you can scout different competitions if you want. So you can literally go and scout the African Cup of Nations. You could scout the World Cup. You can scout the Euros, whatever you want to do. You can go to nations. Then you can scout nations. So this is what I do, and I'll show you guys the nations in a second. And then you can scout regions. But the only thing with this personally is that scouting the region is quite a broad space. So if you only got one scout working on that, I don't know. For me personally, I'd rather do the nations and actually specify what nations I want. And then you can scout continents. Once again, the same thing with regions. Probably a lot of space to cover for one scout. Then in terms of the assigned scouts, now this is where it gets crucial, because as you can see, it basically shows us you can click assign any scout. This is what I'll be doing for this example. However, depending on your scouts and depending on the best scouts, obviously you want to send the best scouts out. So you can see right here, it shows judging player ability, judging player potential, and adaptability. Now, like I said to you guys, you want to actually try and get ones with good attributes on all three. We're just going to leave it on assigned scout for this tutorial and for this experiment in a sense. Then if you go over to assigned analyst, it's the same thing basically. You want to be looking for great analysts as well when you are signing analysts and staff members for your team. And it's for analyzing data, judging player ability, and also tactical knowledge. So this does help. So make sure you are signing analysts that are the best at what they're doing basically. And that is literally it in terms of the basics of the scouting, and that is it done. So as you can see right here, we have loads of recruitment, folks. There's probably a lot more than you would expect, but I've broken it down. Obviously, if you have a very good team, you've got loads of scouts, then it will make sense. But if you're a smaller team and you don't have a lot of scouts, then maybe you want to compress it or choose specific ones, the ones that get more results. It's up to you, really. But obviously, we have the Wonderkid South America, Wonderkid South America 2, Wonderkid Mexico, Wonderkid USA, Wonderkid West Africa, Wonderkid North Africa, Wonderkid North Europe, Wonderkid South Europe, Wonderkid East Asia, Wonderkid Asia, Wonderkid Saudi, and Wonderkid East Europe. And for the first one, the Wonderkid South America, if we go down to areas, we are scouting Argentina, Uruguay, and Chile. These three countries are in very close proximity, so it makes sense that I'm sending my scouts there instead of sending my scouts to maybe Brazil, which is a bit further away from Argentina. But in the second Wonderkid South America right here, you can see we have 4 areas, and we've gone with Peru, Ecuador, Brazil, and Colombia. Like I said, they're a bit more in close proximity to each other. So for me, it's made sense because I don't want my scout running around the whole of the South Americas. I wanted to kind of focus on certain areas and bring back the best Wonderkids we can find. Anyways, in terms of the Wonderkid Mexico, this is in the name. He's only scouting Mexico. Mexico is quite a big area, so I thought it makes sense to just scout Mexico. Don't be all over the place, bruv. And then we go here, and it's Wonderkid USA, and like I said, he's only scouting USA, very big country. So just find me what you can find me in USA, and I'll be happy with that. In terms of the Wonderkid West Africa, a lot more countries in here. We've got 5 countries in here, but they are all based in West Africa. We've got Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, and Cameroon. So our scout will be all over these 5 countries trying to find the best young talent. In terms of Wonderkid North Africa, we actually have 2 areas. We have Morocco, Algeria. So that is what we are focusing on. There are a few more countries that you could probably put in there, but me personally, I'm just trying to get the best of the best at this point. I'm not really looking at anything else. In terms of Wonderkid Northern Europe, we have 4 areas there. We have Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and Finland. And then we move over to South Europe, and there we have 5 countries. We have Bosnia, Romania, Serbia, Hungary, and Croatia. And then we have East Europe. I don't know why it's under the rest of them, but Eastern Europe anyway. And we have 4 countries. We have Russia, we have Ukraine, Lithuania, and Poland. You guys could also scout West Europe, so like France's, Germany's, and stuff like that. But me personally, I feel like those players are usually more expensive, so I don't really waste my time in scouting for them personally. But you will find a lot of players there, so it's up to you if you do it or not. Really and truly, it would work and you would find players. But personally, I just leave it. I'll just try and go for the more obscure countries. In terms of East Asia, we have East Asia right here, and it's 2 areas. We are doing Japan and South Korea. In terms of actual Asia, we have gone with 2 areas as well. We've gone with China and Vietnam. They're close to each other. And then finally, Wonderkids Saudi is literally just Saudi Arabia. So I'll simulate 1 year into the future so we can see exactly what Wonderkids are produced with these recruitment focuses. But let me know in the comments right now what country you think will produce the most Wonderkids on my list, people. But let's go 1 year into the future to around May to see exactly what happens real quick. Be right back, guys.
A few moments later.
The one thing I actually want to stress to you guys is that even though we have these recruitment focuses, the only thing you have to remember as well is that a lot of players get churned into the recruitment focus and then moved out if they are not good enough. So it is a good thing that you do check very often. I'd say maybe every 2 weeks on FM. Just have a look in here. Make sure you check near misses as well, and also the ones in progress as well, because you might catch a player before another team scoops them up. But here we are 1 year into the future, and this is what it's looking like right now. We have a player right here who looks pretty decent. If we look at his potential ability is 142. We check another player right here. Potential ability 145. Goalkeeper looks okay. We check another player, man, like Escobar here. 145 potential ability. Quite young though, 18 years old. And we have another Butchers at a Uruguayan player, 134 ability. We go over to South America too. And we've got Brazil, we have Loran, and Loran has a potential ability. He is actually a real player with 167 in this save, so he looks pretty decent, bro. We check man like Gustavo, 132 potential ability, probably not the greatest, but for 2 million, you'll definitely make a flip on him. We have Kenny as well, 146 potential ability, current ability 116, looks pretty decent as well, decent forward player. And we go to South Europe and we have a Serbian player right here. And this one's much better. We're seeing a potential bid of 158, looking pretty decent. Then we check another player, man like Maximov, and he has a potential bid of 148. Current ability is 130, so pretty good already. And then we check Saudi. We've actually not found a player from Saudi. We've actually found a Japanese player who's playing in Saudi, but this guy looks very good. In terms of potential bid is 156, so not too shabby here. 20 years old, he'll cost you about £14 million. Northern Europe, we found a Norwegian player there, and he has a potential bid of 163, but he looks very good already, if I'm being honest. Mental's maybe not the greatest with the 10 determination, but for the attributes that he will actually be playing, and he looks very good so far still. But he's almost at his potential, well, yeah, he's almost at his potential ability. Anyways, we look over to West Africa. We have 1 in progress, and that is it. It's a 17-year-old goalkeeper, and I mean, he looks all right. Potential bid is 168, though, so not too bad, mate. Literally the highest player we've seen so far. And then we check East Asia, nothing there, but we do have players in progress, and this guy looks okay as well. Another one who probably looks very good right now, probably ready to play at the moment, and he does have the high determination of 17 as well. Potential bid is 144, not bad him. And then we have another 17-year-old right there, potential ability 136. We go over to Asia and we've only got 1 player. He is D rating, so we're probably not even going to look at him anyway. 100 potential ability, yeah, we're not doing that. Eastern Europe, we're seeing loads of D's there. We'll check this guy quickly. I mean, he looks all right, nothing special though. Mako, in Mako, we got 1 player, 21 years old, 160 potential ability, not the greatest. USA, couple D's and that. And then North Africa, we have actually found nothing. So that is it for our recruitment focuses. But so I can show you guys how it kind of works, I'm going to simulate 1 more year into the future so you guys can see more players that show up and hopefully better players popping up. But let me know what country you think is going to get the best Wonderkid in the comments. I think right now that Brazil's going to give me the best Wonderkid in the next one. So, yeah, we're going to simulate into the future. Be right back, people. Let me know who you think. And May 2030, 7 years into the future, here we are. Crystal Palace currently 13th, but we don't care about that. Straight into the scouting and to the recruitment focus, and here we are, South America too, and now we're seeing loads of players, and this is what I want to see, you lot, bro. And this is what I'm saying, it does take a while to get moving, but when the recommendations start recommending, they start recommending. You know what I'm saying? But we can see right here, 13 recommendations. We saw Loran already, 167 potential, and he has improved a little piece. Then we look at Nestor Diaz from Colombia, man, and he has a potential bid of 147 in this save. Then we have Thiago, and he has a potential bid of 156, and you can see he's currently valued at 12 million, so he would definitely be some sort of steal, especially right now. He probably looks okay, could probably do a little job in the Premier League in terms of his current ability. Not bad, mate. And then we go to Thiago, B+ rating, 158 in terms of the potential ability, and he's an inside forward, but he looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I like his mentals. From what I'm seeing, concentration could be a bit better, but you know what it is, he'll be all right. Then we check over another player, a lot more Brazilians, bro. Now this guy is a serious player, bro. 19 years old, and he has a potential ability in the save of 176. This is the highest rated player we have seen so far, 176. Check another one, Wellington, and he has a potential ability of 151, but his current ability is 144 already. So he will be pretty all right. I'm not going to lie, for 16 million, probably not the worst signing you can make. You might be able to sell him on for more profits with the 17 finishing as well. He could be decent for you. And we check another player, Gabriel Henrique, 21 years old, 152 in terms of current ability, and his potential is only 153. So he's probably not improving much. Check another player right here. We have a Peruvian player who has popped up, 133 in terms of the potential ability, but looks pretty decent. 400k. Listen, you buy this guy for 400k. I'm telling you, lot, yeah, you are definitely selling this guy for at least 4 million. So if that's just easy money, literally a quick flip, you can't complain about that. Let's have a look at another guy, Rodrigo, 130 in terms of the potential ability. Check another guy right here, another Colombian, and he's 146 in terms of potential ability. He's 21, so he might not get there, but he's all right. He looks all right. In terms of a different league, he'll probably do much better for you. Premier League, probably not. In terms of the other players, you have Andre as well, 140 in terms of potential ability. We have Batata, 143 in terms of potential ability. And lastly, we have another Colombian, 149 in terms of potential ability. This guy is a wing back, but he looks all right. 10 determination. I probably wouldn't sign him just based off that. Let's have a look at South America too, and we've got some Argentinians, Uruguayan, and one Chile player in there as well. We check the Uruguayan player real quick. He has a potential ability of 175 in this save, and look how much he will cost you, bro. 1.5 million. Ask them right now, and literally they will sell him for 2.2 million mid-season. Listen, that is an absolute steal in terms of the potential ability. Even his current level is very good. Obviously, the only thing I wouldn't sign him because of the 10 work rate. I like my players to have much higher work rate than that personally, but it's definitely a player I would sign just to sell on, because 2.2 million, bro, that's easy money right there, if I'm being honest, man. But we check another player now, and you can see 151 in terms of potential. Current is 151, so he is actually maxed out, but he will definitely do a very good job in the Premier League, in my opinion. 21 years old, he costs you about 14 million pounds. Let's ask the agent, and they would not actually sell him because he's going to go to the FIFA World Cup. But 17.5 to about 21 million pounds, but not bad for sure. We check another player right now. We see his potential bid is 156. This guy is a centre back / right back. We check another player right here, Diaz. These are actually the A+ recommendations. Diaz right here, goalkeeper with potential ability. He is actually a real player of 155, 23 years old, so I highly doubt he would reach there. But you never know, he might be a late bloomer. But we can actually still check these players on B- and whatnot if you really want to. 135 in terms of potential. Noah, 152 in terms of potential. He looks like a much better goalkeeper than the other guy for sure. We got another player here, 139 in terms of potential. The Chile player, 135 in terms of potential. And then finally, the last Argentinian, 155 in terms of potential. But 16 finishing, 16 dribbling. The Holy Trinity looks good. Passing's good. Technique's good. He will definitely improve. So this is a player I would probably buy for 7 million to about 8 million. Yeah, man. I'll bring him in for that. Probably sell him for about 20 million potentially. So yeah, not bad. Yeah, we can see it's about 10 to 12.5. So yeah, about 11 million you could bring him in. Wages maybe a bit hefty, but Depends on your whole setup. Anyways, let's have a look at North Europe. We found 3 players here. Well, actually, in the recommendations, we can actually check the in progress, and we've seen some B- players. Danish player. Let's have a look at him. 137 in terms of current potential ability. Sorry. Recommendation. We check this guy out real quick, and we see he's 150. He looks very good, especially that first touch, technique, vision, passing's decent. 19 years old, cost you about 10 million at most. Not bad. We check Johnson. 138 in terms of potential ability. Centre back, I wouldn't sign him just based off his attributes. Anyways, 20 years old, probably not going to be a world beater in my opinion. Then we check this last guy, 20 years old goalkeeper, 137 in terms of current ability. But you can get him for about 750k. So yeah, definitely could sell him on. Let's check South Europe, and we've actually found 3 Serbian players, 2 A-minuses. We check these guys out right here. 155 in terms of potential ability here, and he's a wide midfielder. Probably try and make him a right back, but I don't even know what position would you play this guy. Maybe if you play 4-4-2, then you could use him on the wing, but I don't know, man. Probably not a bit of me, but definitely one I'll pick up for 1.6 and try and flog him, loan him out, and see what we can do with him. Then Peric, we see him right here. Ball midfielder, can play as a centre back as well. 158 in terms of potential ability, man. And then we got this last player right here, 148 in terms of potential, but looks pretty decent at this level already, man. Probably playing the championship, he'll be all right. Still, USA, we've actually not found no one who is from the USA, but we found an Argentinian striker out there with an A- rating in terms of recommendation. 150 current ability, sorry, 115 current ability, 150 potential. Dribbling's not great for me. Finishing's good as well, though, but he'll be all right. Off the ball's not great. Anticipation's not great. Acceleration, yeah, I wouldn't sign him to use. For 5.8 million, I'll probably not sign him, in my opinion, just based off what I'm seeing at 20 years old. 5 million, nah. Probably could sell him for like 10, but I wouldn't. It's not worth the risk, in my opinion, for myself. And yeah, bro, we checked East Europe. Nothing in there. Well, we saw players earlier, but nothing there now. We see Shevchenko, though, in the progress ones. 20 years old, and he has a potential ability of 147. This guy looks like a good player, and you can see PSG want him and Celta Vigo want him. So maybe just based off that, you might buy him. But yeah, pretty decent in terms of the attributes, man. Definitely. Let's see how much he will go for. And he will be going for about 7.2 to 11.5. So not bad. We go check Meiko real quick. And Meiko, we actually have none in the recommendations, but we do have a player in the progress. C+ rating, 137 potential ability. I mean, not bad in my opinion. Pretty decent. 2.9 million. You'll probably be able to sell him on for like 10 million, maybe, potentially, if he does develop. But yeah, we'll leave it like that. East Asia, we got nothing in there. Asia, we actually have 2 players, but they are D, so we're not checking those. Saudi, we're not checking that either. West Africa, just bare Ds. We're not even wasting our time over there. And an E as well. And then North Africa, that is it, man. But I hope this video has helped you guys in terms of your scouting, guys. Make sure to let me know exactly what Wonderkids you do find in the comments. Let me know if you find some crazy potential Wonderkids. And you can actually send over your Wonderkids to my Discord. I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can do that right now. But what you guys want to do is head over to the description in the YouTube video right now. Then you want to join the Discord and then simply scroll down and go to show your Wonderkids, and loads of people literally just send their Wonderkids in here. A lot of times on stream on Twitch, I actually go through these Wonderkids lists and just rate them and see what people say about them on TikTok and on Twitch. So make sure you're sending over your Wonderkids that way, man. But guys, I'll see you in the next YouTube video. It's been a blessing showing you guys this. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to comment, and also subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, man. Love.